Hello and welcome to episode 28, a belated episode. Should be 29, but welcome to FPL Top Dogs, folks. And just giving you the rough breakdown of game week 29 and 30. We're into game week 31 now. It's a normal game week. Not much to really talk about game week 31, but it's all about game week 32, which there's going to be, it's a mini blank week. A lot of people are going to do their free hits that week if you've got that left. Talk about a few options that you can have for that game week. Obviously, there's no Man City who are playing Sheffield and no Man United who are playing Brighton in the Cup, in the FA Cup semi-final, and Chelsea are the odd ones out. They'll be missing out completely. Otherwise, if you're in the Sun Dream team, Man City will still be getting a double game week along with Man United, and Chelsea will only get a single game week. So I've been looking at the Sun Dream team as well, which doing very well, Aston. Yeah, it's a lot stress free. I seem to be a natural with the Sun Dream team this season, but this FPL has been a disaster. But let's talk about our good friend Shane Faceman Luigi Healy, and congrats to that guy. Need to mention a little about a game week 29, a little bit of reaction on that. Thanks for joining us here at FPL Top Dogs. I hear that the bragging rights in the Connacht, the championship this year, belong to Roscommon and New York. New York knocking out Leitrim, shocking stuff. Fair play to New York, but is it time for them to come over to the West? I think so. London aren't afraid to pop over now and again. It's a great old spot where I slip. I'm based in London myself. And the Christy Nicholson Fancy Pub League is what I'm beheading or heading up. Chairman will say if we're going to have some sort of group, we could, the FPL Top Dogs group. So anyway, this is how it stands at the minute. But before we get into that, just let's have a little bit of a reaction of this game week 29 that went by. A massive bench boost week. Like, I'm happy enough with how it went. It could have been a bit better for myself, of course. Currently 3.3 million in the world. I was just on the 3 million up until the last game week. But yeah, 134 -8, okay. Yeah, Bowen got that assist, but there was not, like, very disappointing with Chelsea and Madison doing nothing. Leicester in extreme peril. Chilwell not as good as I thought. Me just, I've kind of been corralled into some of these players because some of them have got doubles coming in the future, and I have no free hit left. So I've been trying to juggle, all sorts of scenarios, which I don't mind doing. I like doing, especially if I'm high up in the overall. But yeah, Salah missing another penalty that game week. Joke. Cole Watkins, happy enough. You can't complain too much. But made some good ground there. 233,000 rank. Going on to Faceman here. We'll have a look at how he got on. I think he got a 145 in the bench boost. Not much went wrong in regard to his team. He had Matoma captained, which was a win-win. Great result for Faceman. 145. So 141 overall, fair enough. I don't have Trippier. See, I should have always had. I think I have Trippier. What's going on? Yeah, of course. This is my Sun Dream team. I don't have Trippier, but yeah, Botman has been just a massive win all season. Double Newcastle defense, even treble. That's 100 points right there. You can say that I've missed. It's just stubborn. Just there you go. But yeah, Mitoma there done very well. McAllister taking the penalties. okay. Um, Solly March now is another good option, but I prefer these three at the minute. Brighton, okay, they will be blanking in game week 32, but I'm sure Faceman and Joey will be using the free hit. They have both of them, both Joey and Joey Neenan and Shane have a free hit left. That's their last chip. So they'll be able to navigate. I think it's plain sailing for these two all the way to game week 38, really. They played it from start to finish phenomenally. Just overall, the Christy Nicholson Fantasy Pub League is just the standards. There's no let up whatsoever. Everybody's on it. It's the first season I was just shocked with the standards. Like the influencers, we all know who they are. Um, they've gone professional, pro. This is all they do. They sit down, they wake up at 10 o'clock, they scratch their belly, they have a coffee, and they're spending all day. I am at work. Most of us have a normal life where we work hard, tired in the evening. And these guys are sitting down there trawling Twitter, YouTube. They have their base, their fan base, and their subscribers and their patrons, and they're just, they could be earning thousands a week, just and they're good, they're very good, but I just can't compete with that anymore. I can't anyway. Um, I'm a touch and feel and gut player, not massive into statistics at all. It's just gut player, and I can't compete with that because you have hundreds of thousands of other people just subscribed. I won't mention names, but they know who they are. You guys, you know who they are, and all you got to do is check your Twitter and just change your team according to who your favorite influencer. I don't think there's any future in this FPL. I just can't just copy someone from week to week and just not make my own decisions. I'm not enjoying this thing at all whatsoever. This season's been every single week has just been pain upon pain upon pain, and other people have just coasted to the top and stayed there, and nothing's happened apart from a place here or there in the top 5, 10. Lots of people hanging tough, top 20, 30 in the Christy Nic, hoping to get into that top 10 for the hat. The FPL top dog said, I'll keep this thing going, but I've really lost uh, the drive for this crack from now on. I mean, go and copy one of the influencers and then see, because you're guaranteed the top 100K. Nobody it's mini leagues. You see, it's you win a mini league, you win a few quid. It's big. It's actually big bucks in big business to get, and every point counts. So I think I might be tuning out after this season. I'm going to do the best I can and try and crack the top million, which I think it'll be impossible to make ground on 2.3 million. But I'll give it a go. Might get lucky, but Haaland for me is just totally, you know, it's I'm no enjoyment out of that Haaland thing this year. It's just totally ruined FPL for me. It's not his fault, but I don't get. I've not had any excitement whatsoever using my two free transfers for game week 30 here, 31, sorry. Had a terrible game week here, got a stupid 48. Salah's missed another penalty. So that's another, and plus probably 3 bonus points to go with it. So that's 8 points gone down the Swanee. 56, that should be. He's missed another one. I was ready to get rid of him again for a -4, but there's a couple of doubles. The Liverpool have a double in 34. Spurs, they have Liverpool play Spurs and Fulham in a double in 34. I'm just going to play this as far as I can from what I can anyway. Triple boost left, so yeah. Salah there, yeah. So it's just there's not, I mean, it's devastating. It's one kick after another. Yeah. So I got Haaland. It's just so boring. The whole thing is boring to me. Like, people, I just saw Andy from Let's Talk, and I'm going to make sure I have my Arsenal players in for game week 32, and they're playing Southampton. So he's going to have his Saka and his Odegaard and his, White or Gabriel or whoever it is. But he's looking at Odegaard because he's boring. I mean, people are boring. You mean be as boring as you can, but I can't be boring and actually being flamboyant or gutsy or trying to think outside the box here has got me absolutely nowhere this season. You have to be as boring as hell all season and be continually boring and maybe put 5 minutes into it, check your Twitter, and job done. You can go back and have a normal life. And lo and behold, 3 months later, you've got a great start and you're not going backwards and you just keep captaining Haaland. I don't think it's the same scenario with Salah, who was a captain because he's a midfielder. He was getting clean sheet points and an extra point for a goal. But this Haaland thing is so boring. As a striker, it's 4 points. And anyway, strikers normally have to get a couple of goals if their team wins to 0, because the defenders are all over that, especially if they get an assist. So the whole thing has got boring to me, and I'm going to definitely think about knocking this on the head next season and just I'm going to keep the Christy Nicholson going and keep a good eye on everybody and keep the whole scenario. I'm going to have an FPL top dog Sun Dream Team. I'm going to get that going, and that will be where I'm going to transfer into, because this is just, every week it's I want to go back to when it was like where you just supported your own team and you didn't go shouting on Arsenal, Liverpool, everyone who's on your team, City. I just, it's like you're running around the place from Friday to Monday, and you never have a day's rest or break. It's always the pressure. Will Trippier do something against Liverpool on Monday? Will Aston Villa get that clean sheet against Chelsea at home on Friday? It's no break for 4 days. You just want to watch your own game that involves your own team and hope everybody else loses. I think I want to touch that for a few years, and then I'll see. Just need to tune out. A few people have took time off this FPL thing, and they've come back stronger. Like um, John C. Halp, and you can see that he's took a while off, but he's come back fresh and killing it. Faceman had a year off last year, really. He had a sort of season like I had this season. He's come back stronger and fresher. So yeah, just looking at that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll another transfer for game week 32. I'm happy getting in Andreas Pereira there because Fulham have a double. Leeds, is it? No, well, game week 34, yeah, Fulham. So Fulham are playing anyway in game week 32, and I'm sure they have a double somewhere. A double anyway in game week 34. So I'm happy to get him in, and so he'll be sticking around. Obviously, these two, Madison and Castellan, I'll be having them on the bench, no doubt about that. Madison could be an outside, but not going to score against that. Diaz is back. Laporte can't get a look in. Stones is phenomenal. Ake is just killing it. And Aranji, the pace. So anyway, there's lots of noise out there. I don't know what's going on. Busy house today. Bone, not expecting much against that, but against Arsenal there. So I'm not expecting a massive. Let's look at Haaland. It bores the hell out of me. Captaining this guy, and I need to make ground. And you know that he's going to score another hattie, maybe 5 or 6, because he won't be rested. He won't be. He'll never be rested. Now he's had his time off. Got burned last week. For the last game week 30 because I thought that against Southampton he might be on the bench or whatever. He started and he's done his usual 2 goals. And I've been warned that, come on, you should get him in. But I'm not going to get anywhere with this guy captaining him. It's just like inch by inch and hoping the others are differential enough to get maybe 2 or 3 places up the league. I'm not so sure about that. I might just hope. Look, Leicester are just absolutely dreadful. I know they now have a new management now, and but that's enough about moi. So anyway, Faceman here, 145. Not much to, that went wrong that game week. But say he was a bit miffed off this last game week coming 43. The thing is, game week 29 had something up to about a 27-point lead Faceman had on the second place Joey Neenan, but Joy picked up just 3 points against Shane there in the bench boost double game week 29. And this last game week just gone 30, Joey's took about 16, roughly 16 points off Face there. So he's whittled that lead down now going into this game week 31 down to 8. So okay, there's a bit of a hemorrhage of points going to Joey there. But it's okay. Face is still leading. Was having number 79th in the world a couple of seasons back on your tail is not to be sniffed at. So Chilwell getting nothing. Chelsea blew out. I don't think he even started the game. That was just a shocking. Frank Lampard came in and 0 points. He got minutes, 22 minutes. It's raw. I don't know why Frank Lampard will come in and just bench Chilwell after all. He's only in 2 minutes, and the first thing he does is bench this guy. So a bit miffed off myself. I had Chilwell. Okay, Newcastle concede, but they still win out. 2-1. Tony misses the penalty, another one missing the penalty. The two most reliable penalty takers in the league, Salah and Tony, have missed 3 now in the last 3. Watkins is a find. Kane is brilliant. So he won't be too. I think that team going forward is fine. It's just sometimes you get a dodgy game week. And Joey here. We'll have a quick look at Joey's. The top two, only 8 points between them. Really shaping up to be, a duel between these two. Big Bernie one. That's the 147. He took 143, so a couple of points off there. Done very well, Joey. He's captain Rashford. Now there's a problem with Rashford, as we know. There's a bit of a groin thing. He'll be rested now. Tomorrow night against Seville, and they'll monitor him there. So very good stuff with Joey there. And this game week just gone 30 to 59. Okay, 4.3 million rank, but there's only a few points in between each rank. It's just massive. Anything in the 60s is just is mainly where a lot have been at when they captain Haaland. There you go. He's got the 2 goals, and he's got the bonus, the whole lot. Like, yeah, it's people say, well, it's clever. Yeah, just bring him in and have the faith, but that's he's a little bit on the bench there with Marsh, Mitoma. I think that's a good decision still. Odegaard, but yeah, Watkins. The moment you do anything in this game, the top 10K, top 50K react and get the guy that you've already. There's just total fluidity to this game now. It's just basically like artificial intelligence will one day dictate what everybody is doing in FPL. There'll be algorithms and apps where you don't have to do anything, and you just allow your computer bot just. That to me is not fun. Once that happens, that the whole thing is done. Actually, I'm getting to the stage where the whole thing's done. Now as it is, it's just way over the top. 45,000 phenomenal rank. Top. Well, obviously Joey would be sitting there thinking, well, I should be a lot higher than that. I suppose Faceman is something he must. Oh, he's 33,000. So 2009 points. I don't know what the overall is. Suppose the overall 2009 points. Okay, so yes, 169 down on the leader here. So that's not great hurling, is it really? 169 points down and you're top 33,000. It's been a very, very strange year. Really has. Absolutely. As soon as this year's over in this FPL, the better. Seriously. 9 million rank last week. Oh, that's worse than me, 48. So that's going. So it's pretty straightforward for Joy and Shane. They're going to use the free hit in game week 32 and they're laughing. The don't really kill it. They'll all have loads of Arsenal in there. I would say we'll Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. You know, just making the dream team thing. Who else is there? Liverpool versus Forest. I'd have a Salah in there. Maybe Nunez and I don't know, Newcastle or Spurs. Yeah, there's about 7 or 8 you could change in that team, or maybe 6 or 7 to get on. A nice little tweak for the two of them to be mulling over. So they're both in good situation, and they'll hopefully end the season very well. That's what the Nicholson's all about, to encourage everybody. I haven't done much encouraging, I know, but a year like this takes your toll mentally in this stuff, especially when you love the whole thing so much and you're just baloney. Let's see now. Let's have a look. Chelsea are playing Real Madrid tonight, and I think it's AC Milan versus Napoli tonight in the Champions League. I'm going to have a good look at this Champions League build up. It's 8 o'clock kickoff. Not too bad. Rashford out for a few games with a muscle injury. Okay, a few. I still have him in my Sun Dream team. I'm getting rid of Rashford for Kane because looking over Tottenham have a double game week in the Sun Dream team, even though they don't have in the FPL. Yeah, so there you go. What's this? Tottenham and Brighton charged by the FA Cup, of course. Yeah, the FA, sorry. Let's have a quick look at any changes. Yeah, I had Shaw, of course, and I've not got rid of him, and he's dropped 0.1 to 4.9. Yeah, Ake is older age. Matoma's gone up again. Martinelli has just had the phenomenal season. He had that blip a month ago, and he's just absolutely transformed into, just goal machine. Ake has just been brilliant there. I think at left back. Ben White's all the rage. Very still good value. Was he 4.5 at one stage? Ruben Diaz in there. City are looking now very trustable at the back, if that's a word. Trippier's gone up again. Rashford's gone down. Everyone's off on James as well. Shaw, of course, I click in there. I lose my 5 million. Get the 4.9. Terrific. It's not going to make much difference. Gabriel Haaland's gone up to his 12.2. He was 12. It's amazing how this thing moves pretty quick. Grealish has gone up again. 5.6 ownership. I like that. Villa have a double game week coming up, so people are going to get on a couple of their defenders. Tony's gone down again. Don't blame people. After that penalty miss, sickener. Yeah, great differential there, isn't it, for a City defender? I had him earlier on the season, but you can't trust what Pep throws up there. Most transferred in. Okay, Jack Grealish, Martinelli, Haaland, Mings, White, Martin needs loads of Yeah, Jesus. I like Jesus. Well, I don't know how I'll fit him in with Haaland, Watkins, and got Tony at the moment. So I'll figure out what to do with Tony. Is it worth a sideways move? But yeah, Jesus. Yeah, got on the Arsenal trainer. Uh, top goal scorers in the league, up there with Newcastle. Sure. Michael Olise, yeah, he's another one to watch. He would be interesting. Palace do have a double game, and they also play in game week 32, and they got a double, I think. I have to just treble check on a few double and 34. Brighton, United, West Ham, City, and Liverpool definitely have doubles. Um, but anyway, that's what it is there. And transferred out. Yeah, Rashford. Yeah, Shaw. Loads of United now. Madison. Yeah, that punt on Madison didn't work, and Bowen didn't really work for myself, taking hits to get them in. Um, Chilwell is not. Yeah, he's loads. See, it's very very fluid. You have one bad game, and you can see thousands and thousands just pouring out of Tony, and you have a few good bad games. Even Kane, that's to free up money, I suppose, for to get in Haaland, a load of people. Let's have a look at the King of the Travers. Well, me and Donny Silvermines O'Brien managed to get a point apiece, what we do. Fergie Walsh there gets the win. Owen Collins, a close one against Kieran Long Dog Kylie. And the big Frankel Giant Phillips, 78, gets Sean Shaky Hair. Andrew Cunyon takes out the Toffee Crush Meister. Sean Kildare losing out to Cal Carney, who needs that point to keep in the hunt for his first Top Dogs trophy. Um, yeah, let's have a quick look in what Cahill's been at. First massive full season that he's took this serious at Ballyhaunis Town All Stars. Decent, very, very decent score. He's just over the top 500,000. It's a respectable position. Still, it doesn't sound, great. The top 500,000. I'm looking at past seasons gone by, and for me, I was panicking last year when I was around top 500,000, top 600K, and I managed to scramble down to 81K in the last few weeks. That was just because I was always around where Cahill was, around that 5 to 300,000 K, and the last few weeks it's just phenomenal. Because I definitely go very gutsy and differential. When you have the least chips left, and I normally have a few, when you lost your wild card and you just got a bench boost and a triple captain, and that's what I had last year. But like, Cahill's just phenomenal. Can he make a good run? Does he have much in the line of any chips left? And anything down at Sandro's for Cahill? Yeah, there is. He's got a wild card. He's got a bench boost. Yeah, so that's pretty good. You can use the wild card you could, for that blank game week, but maybe he could hold out for game week 34 if he's okay. Let's see if Cahill's okay for game week 32. He'll have a few transfers. 48. No, it's not. Damn. Sugar. Now I have to go rooting. Maybe just do it this way. Game week history. Yeah, that's his 56. Brighton, okay. Rashford's, there needs to be surgery, can do it. Yeah, Andrews is fine there. No City, United, Brighton, or Chelsea. That's one. Ederson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he has a chance to get rid of 2 or 3, maybe 2, and limp. You can use a wild card, but you still want to get your City, United, and Brighton back. So I think you just have to maybe, it's a tricky one, really. He's in a tricky spot here, really. I wouldn't use the wild card in game week 32 because you want your United, City, and Brighton definitely back. So maybe a slight hit, get 3 in, limp out of that week, and then use your wild card for 34, and then your bench boost, your bench boost. So you could actually wild card 33, Cal, and then bench boost 34, and you should be fine because 36, 37, there'll be a few extra games as well. But there's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams doubling anyway in game week 34 at least. Brentford. Let's see. Chelsea, Arsenal, no. Everton, no. Leicester, Southampton, New. Leeds, no. So all I can see is, yeah, 34 is a good possibility for a bench boost. Wildcard 33, or you can just wait till 36 or 37, but wildcard before. You should be okay. You should make a load of points on people. Lots of people might have nothing left. Apart, they have a free hit they'll use in 32. So whatever you do after 32, if you can get past it and you're not down too many points, you can really make up a. I think there's a good chance if you play it right, Cal, you could be top 200k. Because the points difference isn't massive. There's a load of positions for every point the closer you get to the top. So yeah, it's a fair play, good stuff there. He has Haaland in. He tried to go differential there, but you just don't go against Haaland, do you? And that's just the whole thing is boring to me. I just can't go against Haaland. The whole thing should be named Erling Haaland Fantasy. It's just gotta have to name it that. At least with the Sun Dream team, all the players, there's only 11 players. You have to make sure you pick guys who are playing. If they're not playing, they come on, they get no points unless they do something. And also there's no captains in Sun Dream team, so there's not a massive. Okay, you still need to have them, but it's not like well, it is integral to have them, I know, but like the captain option is just, it blows you out of the water in FPL, especially if you haven't got the guy that has been captain and you go without Haaland, and that's my own fault as well. I'm the reason why I'm in the mess I'm in this year. But that's a lowdown on Cahill. So, well, I'll be keeping an eye on if you can make that top 200k, bro. But yeah, for that game week 32, Andres Pereira, Odegaard, Martinelli, Bowen, possibly. They have a very, very hard double in 34. Palace away, I suppose, and City. They have them too. I think they have Palace away and City at home. Okay, West Ham. So don't know if they get much points there, but Gakpo's there, but it could be at risk of rotation. That Louise will be coming back, and there's Nunez as well. Firmino will have to get a few minutes. Jota's there as well. Salah should be okay, I suppose, to be starting games. Benrahma, I suppose, the same crack with Bowen, but he's been putting up better numbers. And Michael Olise has been doing brilliant with those 3 assists the other day. But yeah, I think let's be boring and just pick Odegaard. But yeah, game week 33, there's nothing scheduled. Not until we know the FA Cup outcome. And that's about it about that then. let's go and see how Chelsea get on, guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh yeah, just a quick look. It's not just about. It's a time when you have to start focusing on who can win this Christy Nicholson night. Shane going for his first. He did come second a few years back. Joey's going for the 3 in a row. He's not going to put much in the line of any feet wrong with this. Jamesy Lyons, very, very creditable and not too far back. Any mishaps, Jamesy will be there. Phenomenal season from Jamesy Lyons. So, is Morgan anywhere near? Morgan's not too far back. Looking for a hat in 13th position. The top 10 will get a hat. Yeah, a lot of these teams will be beginning to look the same. Harrison's great call there. Goals galore there for Leeds. Dunk scoring against Tottenham, but what can you do? Like, it's a tough one away. I would have played Saka anyway. It's hard to leave him out. Henry, well done there. He must have got an assist. Why not much, but yeah. Again, trying to be differential. He's got on Haaland, or he's kept him, and it's just a frustration, this Haaland thing. Is the guy injured? He just seems to be superhuman. He's injured, but he doesn't need any time to get back, you see. He's just an enigma. An enigma. Let's get the words out. Yeah, Stevie Nolan's done phenomenal. Third last year. He's really crept up there. It's a lovely, credible score. Watkins, Kane, and Haaland. That could be the golden ticket. Madison is frustration, but Leicester have some really, really good games coming up after City away. So, possibly, should we be getting off our Leicester assets? They have Everton at home. They've got loads of, maybe I think they've got Wolves as well. Fulham. Yeah, so listen, Stret knows what he's doing. And good luck to Stevie Stret Nolan over in Australia with Jackie Malone. Burn it up there, guys. Hope you're getting better weather than we have down here. It's a joke. It's the wind today, the rain, it's just all over the place. Talk about April coming in as mad as a March air. Well, this March comes in, I don't know, is it like a hare, and April comes in like a lion or something? Something like that, whatever. It's just a crazy month, April. Rory Halford, yeah, he's really climbed up and climbed up and crept up and crept up, and he's right in the thick of it now, but it's a lot to make up. Just depends on what he's got left. But yeah, United have games coming up. It's just another scenario. Has he got a free hit there? There's a loss of City, United, and Brighton in that team. So I'm sure everyone has got got their own escape avenues out of every tight spot they're coming. These guys aren't up here for no reason. They're the form guys. So yeah, Isaac is since we don't know if he's coming on or off, or he's benched, or he's starting this rotation with Wilson, you might as well just get on Haaland, of which he's done. Everyone's got Haaland back. You see all the top guys, they've all got their Haalands back. Getting off Tony with the missed penalty. It's just phenomenal how these guys have ducked everything. They've ducked a -2 to get a +8, plus a 3 bonus. It's just genius stuff, It's just like the whole thing is mapped out for these guys this season. They can't do anything wrong. Fernandez for Grealish. Look at that for a move. Great move. Oh, that's just, I had Grealish in the Sun Dream team and I got rid of him. So see the little mite down here. Got a little mites, creepy crawlies. So yeah, this Dara Egghead Hunt doing very, very well. Our master of the eggheads. John C. Halpin up there. Don't think he has any chips left, but he's hanged in pretty tough. He's be a bit down, things have kind of dripped away. It's hard when you've got nothing, no aces up your sleeve. You're just watching bench boosts and triple caps. So yeah, he'll just be, I say, hanging on for a top 10. If ooh, nah, it's just there's too much competition all the way down here to be hanging on here. We got Dave McNamara here, 51, and Patrick Caulfield, point just off that. Harrison, is that a bit too late getting Harrison in? Maybe, I don't know. Leeds do have games coming up, and they are playing in game week 32, so at least Enzo Fernandez, come on. Sean Duffy, so little 12. There's nothing at 12. Like, I'd say down to Love Balls here, Owen Collins, all these guys have a great chance to get a top dogs hat anyway. There's not much in it, like 16 plus 26 is 42. So 42, it's not insurmountable. All these guys, I'd say 31. It's a bit of a stretch for Adrian Phillips. He's been here before. He managed to creep in for the top dogs hat there 1 year. I think I think maybe it was this last year just gone. But it's going to be a tall order. It's the guts of about 90 points to make up there. It's going to be tough. Porker One, Connor Hussey, congratulations, or Roscommon, intercounties player, with the Mayo taking us out in Claremont or Castlebar. Wow, after winning the league, well, that's some sort of come down. Just goes to show, like, the standard in Connacht is just through the roof, apart from if you're living in Leitrim. But yeah, the big three, Mayo, Galway, and Ross, it truly is a big three now. And either of them three can be in the quarterfinals. I would bet the three will be in the quarterfinals. There's Cal Carney there, and Morgan, who just had a good shout there on Cahill Crumpet Carney, the CCC. Yeah, Malone, Jackie Malone, why not? Our resident Aussie now. Yeah, it's fine. He got all his Arsenal in there. He's well set up there. He just has a City, Brighton. He's not too bad, I don't think he's too bad for this blank game we coming up in 32, City United, Brighton. It can be managed. But then again, Chelsea, he's got two Chelsea there. So there's a bit to be thinking about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's got 5 there, a bit like Cal Carney there. It's enough to be keeping you honest. With a couple you got probably 2 transfers to get that right, and a few more down the pecking order. God, 53 have been bottom. I've been down here, 74, 73. To make them 20 places has been pain. But I have a trip cap left, so I'm gonna figure out a way. What's the story? This guy here, Ferrara, Tosmondo, from Ganshill here in London. I know him very well. Massive Ireland rugby fan, so we've got something in common. He's our resident Zimbabwean, Irish Zimbabwean, mind you, I add. So we hit it off like I want to finish above small though. So that's a minimum. Okay, got the Kevin Kilbride. He'll want to finish above me, I know that. But I'm really looking at Christy Snowman at 1730, which is not, look, it's 35 points. I think it's just too much to look at Richie Crittingham really until I do something or get lucky or both. Where is the Crin Meister? Yeah, congratulations to Richie as well. Thinking getting I think engaged. So yeah, he's 1.9 million. So I don't think I have any chance to get that top million. Like who are you looking at, really? Um, like who are you really looking at? Richard is 1.9 million. If Richie's 1.9, and Cahill is 570,000. So you're looking at about maybe where Jack is. That's the overall rank. It's a 1.4. I'm not sure if that's just the game week rank or it's the overall game week. That's four. Yeah, 4 million you got into that the game week rank. So 1.4. So it's a it just goes to show the difference in places is just minute in this thing. Um, yeah, Connor Hussey. So maybe he's the 1 million rank. Yeah, so it's about 870. So yeah, I have no hope at all getting that top whatsoever. I'm not got 1860. 1860. 1860. I'm thinking. Jackie, 1815, 1860. 80 points. Okay, I officially think the top meeting could still be on. That's leave it on a happy note. But yeah, I forgot to show all this thing. This is Frank Lampard. Congratulations for taking over Chelsea for the second time. Chelsea legend, and unfortunately for him, Chelsea lose now away to over in Molineux 1-0. They're signing Nunez or whatever his name is, scoring a goal, the big signing, and he finally scores a goal, and it's against Chelsea. And this is congratulations to Faceman and his bench boost. So you can see how I kind of get the inspiration. Why can't Faceman take the Chelsea job? Face can step up from FPL. So he's 1,966. He's 2008 now, I think, something like that. 17,900 overall. So we saw he's dropped down to 33. It's just one bad game week. It's a massive change, isn't it? Those lose 15, 20 points. You've had he's doubled his rank in a game. It's a frustration, but that rank is there for again. He's not far off it. And overall, for 141 points, he got the 145. So that's face man. I thought that was a good photo of when I took it from him, the COE, St. Stephen's Day, and that Townlands competition. I think it's brilliant, and he's a Chelsea fan as well. So there you go, face man. Congratulations to cheer you up a little bit. Something nice at the end. Nearly forgot to show it, and I did a bit of work on this. But why can't face man take the Chelsea job? He's so good in FPL, and Chelsea can afford to buy anyone, and they are. And I don't think Chelsea are too far off. Really, they just need a striker that can put the ball in it. Look at Didier Drogba. Can you imagine having the likes of him back? Um, but it's just they're creating loads of chances, and they're not far off. And Frank Lampard wants to bring in the ghost of 2012, I think, when they went to Bayern and won the Champions League there, and hence knocked Tottenham out of the top four, and they took our place. The happy memories for Spurs fans that, but phenomenal. Tuchel winning the Champions League last year for them, and now he's been knocked out by City for Bayern last night. More or less 3-0. Come on, it's the second leg now over in Bayern. And there's no away goals thing, so it's going to be very difficult. City just have to score a goal. Well done, Faceman. Just a shout out there. You've been having a phenomenal year. Congrats, bud. Hope to see you over the summer, guys. And that's about all we have. Thanks very much for watching, and God bless. Take care, folks. Best luck for the next game weeks coming up.